Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Movie Patrol. I know it's been such a long time since we've done a video, and the setting is, of course, changed a little bit. I'm here in the man cave, or should we give away the location?
The Nerd Cave.
The Nerd Cave.
Yeah.
I know you do another name for it on Facebook.
Well, it just I don't know who did it. I didn't do that. It's just how it ended up. Someone did it sometime they were over here.
So you didn't call it the Bat Cave?
No.
Because
why would I call it the Bat Cave?
You being the Superman fan.
I would call it the Fortress, but somebody named it the Bat Cave, and we just rolled with it. I don't know. And I also checked in one time in my sleep on Facebook. Like I was checking Facebook in the morning, and I fell back asleep, and I checked into it, and my roommate was like, "What? Are you serious?" And so I don't know if that's where it started, but now she continues to check herself into the Bat Cave when she's at home. So I don't know.
And gives away the location, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, but. Ladies and gentlemen, you of course know me as Trex. I don't have the movie troll with me. My buddy George is still. He just graduated from basic training. He is still with the Air Force, so he has, I think, another year or two to go. So we won't be seeing him for a while. But I've replaced him with at least a cute person in the room.
Hi.
Oh.
I don't know what happened. My back was turned.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce some castmates from the Nerds of the Apocalypse podcast. I'm, of course, with Stevie B.
Yo.
Every time. We do this every time. What's my skin complexion? You can't pull it off. And we are joined by his amazing wife, Heather.
Hi.
Yes. Today's movie we're going to be talking about is The Hobbit, The Unexpected Journey, based off the J.R.R. Tolkien. Is it only one R or two R's?
J.R.R. There's two.
Yay! Based off the Child's Book, directed by Peter Jackson and also written for the screen by Fran Walsh, Felipe Boyens, and Peter Jackson, and Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo?
Yeah, Guillermo. That's right.
Guillermo. I don't speak that language.
Very good, buddy.
Love all my fans.
America.
The cast for this movie was, of course, Sir Ian McKellen playing the role of Gandalf, and also joined by him is Martin Freeman playing Bilbo, Richard Armitage playing Thorin, Ken Stoff playing Balin, and Graham McTavish as Dwalin. There's a whole list of other characters. There was like so many dwarves, so many. But
13.
There's a lot. 13 midgets is a lot.
That's a derogatory term.
Derogatory?
Yeah.
This is YouTube.
Wow.
We got the fortunate experience to watch the movie in the high frame rate of 48 frames per second 3D, which is only in 3D, our local movie theater. So we were all excited about that. I absolutely love the 48 frames per second. What did you guys think about the new frame rate?
You look like sci-fi.
I didn't like it, dude. I didn't. It felt like an English show. Like a
and you being from England.
It looks like a soap opera. Like someone described it as a video game cutscene. I totally agree. That's what I felt like I was watching the whole time. Like I was watching in between sections of the video game. I don't know, man. It didn't sit right with me. I don't know.
Okay. Just seems sci-fi.
Yeah.
Like a movie on sci-fi.
Yeah.
No.
That's what I don't agree.
I don't go with that. No.
It looks like green screen all the time. I know it's not.
But it is.
No, it's not.
No.
They're on site.
Like.
They're really in Middle Earth. No.
Moving on. I'm moving on. You can now. Sadly, people have also been complaining about the fact that they have to pay the extra movie or money to. They don't want to see a 3D movie. They want to see the 48 frames per second. It's only in 3D. If you want to see the 48 frames per second version, it is in 3D only in specific theaters. So check your local listings, ask your theater management, or just hound people on the internet until you find the right forum, wherever you internet people do. But now let's talk about the movie itself. Everyone knows that I'm not really the biggest Lord of the Rings fan. I think really the diehard fans ruined it for me, like they ruined Star Wars for me. But I've came back into liking Star Wars. Don't get me started. I like Star Wars, but sometimes the fans just go too far into it for me.
Have I ruined Star Wars for you?
No.
Am I the biggest Star Wars fan you know?
No.
No.
Whoa.
No.
No.
Nope. But
Wait.
this is about Hobbit.
Okay. You're right. You're right.
Please don't consider the challenge.
Wow.
So, with the Hobbit coming out, it was a long 3 hours. It was we remember the Lord of the Rings movies. They were like 2:30, 2:45. Not that stretch where at midnight when the movie started, I look at my phone when credits first hit. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. That was rough.
Well, here's the problem and why the whole 3-movie thing I don't like.
Yeah. Okay. So
3 movie out of 1 book, it's not good. And the reason why the Lord of the Rings felt differently is because you're cramming an entire book into 1 movie. And in this movie, you're stretching out 1 book into 3 movies. So they focus so much on... Like, we didn't even leave the Shire for an hour.
Yeah.
Right? That's why it felt like about an hour. Like, that's when we
At
finally
least
left
45
off on
minutes,
our
yeah.
unexpected journey. That's what I feel. I mean, so... I guess Peter Jackson wanted to show more, but there are a lot of scenes where it's like at the end. If I know we're skipping the end, the very end of the movie where they're running through the mountain away from all the trolls, that went on forever. Just bridge after bridge after bridge after bridge of them trying to run away, and it's like you could have definitely cut this a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, of course, through the movie there's a little bit of stuff to cut. So your experience with the movie, yay or nay?
Oh no, I'm not hating on it. I liked it. It was good. It wasn't Lord of the Rings epic, but you shouldn't go into a movie like The Hobbit thinking that. I think that's where a lot of the negativity is coming from on the internet towards the movie, is that they expected the epicness that was Lord of the Rings, and
I mean, even Fellowship of the Ring, the very first movie, it was
Kind of slow.
It was. And it was the first movie. It was introducing everything, introducing what was going on. So I didn't expect Return of the King coming from this first movie.
Right. But I don't think we're going to see Return of the King out of any of it.
No, I don't think so. Heather?
Maybe. But I've read the books, so.
We'll take the books out for a moment.
No, it's a good movie. It was good. Like, I was one of the people who was kind of disappointed with it at first because I was expecting the epicness, but stepping back, you got to do the character building and you got to do the scene setting, and they do a really good job of trying to tie in what happens with Lord of the Rings and with The Hobbit, so that it's not just Hobbit and then WTF happened and all this bad stuff. So they're trying really hard to do the underlying evil, along with all the side story of the trolls trying to get their gold, or the dwarves getting their gold back. But
Because the shaman that they show for like a second, he's the one that eventually releases Saruman, right?
You talking about?
The Necromancer?
Yeah, the Necromancer.
Shaman?
Oh my God.
Sorry, whoops. the Necromancer, he's the one who releases Saruman, right?
He's one of the race. He, like, it's involved.
Oh.
It looks like it is.
It's involved. It's a domino thing where a lot of small things come together to, because they've mentioned in Lord of the Rings that the ring itself calls out for its lord, and it's gonna find its way there. And so once it's taken out of the dark place, and Bilbo has it, it's out in the open, and it can kind of call out more broadly, I guess, and it starts waking up other dark things and gives Sauron.
Sauron?
Yeah.
Sauron.
Saruman is the White Wizard.
Well, I mean, that's always bothered me. Saruman and Solomon. Like, what are we doing? How am I supposed to know?
Sauron
Sauron
and Saruman.
Saruman. See? It's confusing.
It is confusing.
It's confusing. I just got which one? The one. I just say the eye or the wizard. That's the bad wizard and the eyeball. That's always looking at everybody. Yeah.
Now, Gandalf introducing himself to Bilbo was
awesome.
See, I actually read that part of the book where at the beginning of it where it does the whole good morning
If
speech.
it was not there, I would have walked out.
No, you wouldn't have walked out.
You're right. I would not have walked out, but I would have been really mad the rest of the movie. Just, I love Gandalf. I'd hang out with him. He's cool.
Well, that's because you're gay.
He's not gay.
Yeah, he is.
Is he gay?
Sir Ian McKellen
Well, okay,
is.
Gandalf is not gay. Like, Dumbledore is gay. But, like...
Yeah.
That just happened.
Dumbledore is a gay child molester, so...
Well, that's not nice.
They didn't say child molester. She said he was gay, though.
Yeah, but he was like, come here, Harry, come sit on my lap.
Santa Claus. Santa Claus. Okay.
Stop. It's different. Santa Claus doesn't like dudes.
Now, the one thing I was really fortunate with this movie that deterred itself away from Lord of the Rings was there wasn't that much walking.
Yes, there was.
There was a mixture
Yeah,
of walking, a lot of running, some little flying, and a lot of falling.
but yeah, Lord of the Rings is the...
There's a lot of falling in it.
And schooling. And more walking.
See what she did there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the main bad villain for this movie is... The story behind The Hobbit is the dwarves. Well, I'll actually let you explain. You know more than I.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
The dwarves, of course, are mountain dwellers, and they dig into the mountain and they find all this gold and jewels and stuff, and they become one of the richest people. Like in Lord of the Rings, the humans are the master race, and so the Hobbit is reflective of the dwarves' master race time. And so they're really rich, and then the dragon comes and steals all their gold and kills a massive amount of dwarves. And so this is the great-grandsons of the first dwarves, and they're going back to get their gold from the dragon.
Grandson.
No, great.
This is the great?
Yep.
No,
it's the grandson. No, because it was the dad was the king.
Yeah, there's the king,
Then his son, and then the grandson.
and then the grandson. The grandson is Thorin's dad.
But
There was only
the
three of
dude in
them.
the very beginning was the same as.
No.
Yes, it was. It was the same
was
actor.
not. It wasn't the same character.
I will put money that was meant to be the same person.
Decent.
We're talking about the same guy, right?
Yeah.
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 Thorin.
Yeah,
Gisbin?
Thorin. Yeah, that's
Gisbin?
just,
Yes, Gisbin.
Gisbin! And I can't. There's no Robin Hood show from England that was on
BBC.
It was on BBC. It was on Netflix, and I watched it. And was Dorian? Is that how you say it?
Thorin.
Yeah, that character. He was Guy of Gisbin. And the sheriff's always like, Gisbin! And I just lost it. So every time I see that guy playing anything, he was in Captain America, I think, is like the guy that shoots the dude that develops the serum for Captain America.
Okay, I know.
As soon as I saw him, I was like, Gisbin! we went to medieval times because he was always eating food like big old turkey legs and stuff, yelling his name. I got my turkey leg and I was like, Gisbin! Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Sorry. Okay.
So yes, the dwarves are now. Gandalf has decided to help the dwarves to reclaim their fallen kingdom, or fallen throne, or whatever, away from the dragon Smeagol.
Smog.
Smog.
Smeagol. You think about
Smog.
Smeagol.
And there's Smeagol.
Smeagol. Smog? Snog?
Smog.
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 You want to get smog tonight?
No.
There's a camera.
Oh, whoops.
I don't edit these.
They're saying that's Smaug.
There was like a bunch of different villains, it seemed like.
Yeah,
They
so,
were
I
trying
mean,
to throw in there.
altogether around these, I'm guessing the whole story arc is the fact that Smaug is the main villain,
Yep.
but then as the dwarves went back to go reclaim it to fight Smaug, I want to say Smeagol for some reason, fight Smaug, this white orc or a troll, what is it?
He's an orc.
The white orc
Yeah.
that is not threatening at all.
I need to go back and finish the book again because it's been years since I've read it. But I think they kind of threw him in to give some kind of
Character development.
some kind of antagonist for the first movie, because they are taking one small book and turning it into 3 movies, and they had 3 large books and turned into 3 smaller movies.
She's still buttered about that.
I am upset about that.
I think everyone is.
They chopped off 2 whole characters in a pivotal part in the story, and nobody cares. But
They care.
y'all care.
At least the 2 people who watch this.
I know.
So yeah, the White Orc was not threatening to me at all. I mean, he was like, oh, he looks kind of badass. Then he lost his arm because of Thorin.
He's a cool claw now.
No, as soon as
It's
I
like shoved into his elbow, like.
I'll give it. That's the cool factor. But everything else behind it, no. Just the weird arc. I'm like, that's not threatening.
Plus, The Walking Dead already did it, so just saying. Rick, no.
Oh. Sorry.
I'm talking about.
Wow.
You know.
Naughty.
No.
No, shut up. Anyway.
So, the White Orc has sent his orc minions to go fight or go find the dwarves to kill them, and it's pretty much as a revenge for taking his arm.
Yeah.
And now I think about it, it was really drawn out.
Yeah.
There could have been a lot of stuff really taken out. The scene where they're with the mountain trolls.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been probably taken. I didn't see that being relevant. I see it being comical because it was funny, but other than that, behind the story, it's like, why is it?
They
But-
changed that a little bit too.
How the trolls came
But-
down from the mountain.
No, how the Bilbo drawing out time, Bilbo had no idea that the sun would turn them to stone.
Oh.
He had no. He's from the Shire. He didn't. But in the book, it's Gandalf hiding in the woods, and he would mock their voices, so they're not fighting each other, until the sun comes up.
Oh, that's cute.
It's less dramatic than the dawn take you all and breaking the rock, but.
And of course, the dwarves hate the elves for not helping them when they first lost their kingdom, and of course, Thorin, the leader of the dwarves, was hesitant to go over to there.
Yeah, it is the same guy from the because he goes, I watched them walk away. I watched them not help.
That elf is not there.
No, but the dwarf said, I watched the elves walk away.
Yeah, it's the same guy. It's the
definitely-
grandson. It's not the great. It's not the grandson. It's the grandson.
It's definitely the same guy.
Yes, the grandson. Dwarves age differently. That's why you're confused.
We all age differently, except for humans.
See, I know more about the Hobbit than you do.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Thank you. You can show your appreciation later.
Video camera.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's nice. It was nice to also see Agent Smith as an elf again.
I can't, every time I see him.
Because of
Mr. Anderson.
yeah, I went the same way.
And then there's Cloud Atlas, who dressed as a woman.
Yeah, it was when Cloud Atlas was dressed as a woman, and they give him slanty eyes, and apparently supposed to be Chinese. So now every time I see him, like, "Hello, Mr. Anderson!" Like that's where my mind goes, man. Every single time.
Now I have that recorded.
Welcome to my life.
Oh man, but and then of course, as soon as I saw that we're back in this elvish place from that was in Lord of the Rings, it's like we're gonna see that chick. We're gonna see her, who has the telepathy, who went all crazy shit when she touched the ring. I was like, she's gonna do crazy eyes. So because I'm literally sitting there, I see her. It's like she's having her little conversation with Gandalf. I'm like, then she just turns slowly. I'm like, she's gonna mind fuck him. There it is.
Did they used to bang?
I don't know.
I got the vibe they used to bang.
I don't think so, Tim.
It would be more interesting if they used to bang. Just saying.
I don't see how that's pivotal to the story. Just
But I would enjoy it.
It would
Remember that
bring-
time in the woods?
When we banged, yes.
He wasn't always Gandalf the Grey. He was Gandalf the Long.
All right.
And gray still. It also brought some character development to the wizards as well. We got introduced to
Radagast.
the Brown.
Yeah.
Stain.
He's weird. I don't like him.
Well, I'll give you he's odd. Saruman, I'm sorry, watching this movie, if I didn't watch Lord of the Rings at all and came straight into this one, I would still think he was a bad guy. Yeah, just a bad guy. He was a complete ass.
Yeah, well, there's the whole where he's blinded and but like the darkness like blocks his brain from reason.
So we actually see the darkness in this book from Saruman. Okay.
He's kind of.
All I could think watching that scene though, when the two of them were sat at the table talking, I was like, man, that's Magneto and Count Dooku. That's all I could think, man. I don't know.
And Agent Smith just chilling there.
Exactly.
It's like the villain round table.
Aw.
You just brought the whole aspect of the neural world together.
That's right.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
Welcome to my life.
So, and after the whole, I love how she just went, she turned to him as well. I can't remember her name, and I do apologize that I don't know her name either. I don't even remember the actress's name. And I've seen her in other movies.
I didn't.
Why do I not even?
Just look.
Yeah, I'm just looking right now. I'm just going to look right here. Kate Blanchett. Yeah. Why did that name escape me?
Wow.
I'm horrible. I apologize. I know Christopher Lee. I knew that name off the bat.
Just thinking, like, everybody knows that she can do this. If she starts looking at somebody, I would STFU and be like, what's she talking about?
I want to see her at Comic-Con.
Because she does this whole thing. And
yeah, she does. If I ever see her at Comic-Con, she just goes...
When you guys explain what she does, because no one's...
It's the telepathy. It's if you remember from Lord of the Rings, what's her name?
Galadriel.
Thank you. When she does the telepathy thing, she does that slow turn. And now in The Hobbit, every time she did it, I'm like, she's going to do it again. Just speak with your mouth. It's very rude to the group.
Well, they were all listening.
They were not.
So she's like, hey, what was that thing you got? And he was like, okay.
You brought that there. You went there. He's like, just show us.
This is what she said. And he was like...
And he goes under the table from his cloak and brings out this...
sword.
Maybe that's how they bangs. She's like, show me that big old dick you got.
Now she sounds like a blues singer.
So this movie brought out and like you said, it introduced the great evils that we see in Lord of the Rings. It brought out the wraiths.
Yeah.
We get introduced, of course, to Gollum.
Yep.
That the person...
I think that's the only time he's going to be in the trilogy, right? That's the only time they meet.
Yeah, I think so. That's it.
Sounds about right. I mean, but Andy Serkis still does a fantastic job. He did a brilliant job. And of course he has his precious.
Yeah.
And we get introduced to the ring for the first time, and Bilbo picks it up. How do you feel about that riddle in the dark scene?
I thought it was cool.
That was really good.
It was a nice...
it was my favorite part of the whole movie. But I have a soft spot for Gollum, so...
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Gollum was what really made that.
It was awesome.
What did he say? It's like, and then I'll eat your whole, or something like that. What did he say?
And if we win, we eat some whole.
Deal.
Sounds good.
Martin Freeman played a fantastic job in this movie.
And I think he did a really good job of mimicking what the character was already in Lord of the Rings. What?
Well, yeah.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, he did a good...
in Lord of the Rings, the older Bilbo, he didn't really have that much. It's like you couldn't pick up on his characteristics either.
I could. I thought they matched well.
I couldn't. The character development for Bilbo in the Lord of the Rings, I couldn't really get his mannerisms down pat as well as I did in this movie, introducing the character. I mean, I think Martin Freeman built up to the older version pretty well. And I can see the similarities, but not completely. Martin Freeman's Bilbo, how that long pause, just morning. He played the nervous wreck very well. Very, very well. Oh, and proven himself as an adventurer. The whole entire movie, he was a pansy, but he had his moments.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the conflict with Bilbo within himself, because he's a Baggins of Bag End, and they never do anything unexpected. But his mother was a Took, and Tooks were known to be adventurous. You know, his uncle was large enough to ride a horse and invented the game of golf. And but the Took side used to go out on adventures all the time. But he's not supposed to do that. And so in the book, they keep talking about, the Took side won out this time, and he portrayed it really well. I was really impressed.
Good. Pretty much just going into character developments. Thorin being the pretty much the king of the dwarves now because of the lineage.
Mm-hmm.
How do we feel about him being from when we first meet him in the movie? I'm not even talking about like the past stuff. When he gets to the Baggins household,
mm-hmm.
just being the complete. I was lost. I didn't know where I was going. And trying to be that, he was that foul leader. Like, everyone would follow him, but he didn't believe in himself. But he decided to take this charge and go straight into it and just dogged Baggins the complete whole way, the whole trip. He's like, "What are you doing? Come on!"
Yeah.
It's like, "No, we're up here. Why are you down there still? Like, are you picking your toes? Come on!"
Yeah. I mean,
it was the last scene after fighting, I think, the Goblin King.
Yeah.
Which...
And Bill wasn't the only one to come to his aid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, now you saved my life, we're cool.
We're cool. That's awesome.
Like, you were a waste of this trip. I'm glad I couldn't be any more wrong.
Then they banged. wait, no, that's not the
That's not.
That's in the Hobbit Triple X. No.
Now I'm trying to remember if it was either you or someone else I talked to that the third movie isn't actually like the book.
No.
I don't see how it is going to be.
Actually, no, I think it was actually my friend Charles. We were talking about it, and apparently part 1 and 2 is the Hobbit book.
Okay.
Number 3 is written by his son. The epilogue. It's kind of like an epilogue leading into Lord of the Rings. So it's actually not written by J.R.R. It's actually his son.
His son did a lot of that. There's a couple of spin-off books.
So now I feel that The Hobbit is 2 movies, and the third one is something that his son did to show homage and pretty much probably tie everything into a little better. Now I'm okay with the trilogy.
Oh, now I'm stoked for the third one. Yay!
You're welcome.
I'm just glad that it doesn't come out.
In 2015?
It does, but not summer of 2015. Hopefully they keep to their winter release dates. Otherwise we'd have a real problem. Because, we got Star Wars in May, more than likely. And I don't know about Avengers 2. Would it still be a May release? Would they dare go against the juggernaut of Episode 7? Probably not.
Probably not.
But what if Avengers 2 releases the same day as Hobbit 3? What are you doing?
They wouldn't do that.
No, you're right.
Can't blame Hollywood. But thank you all for watching. I know we pretty much just spattered on everything. This is, I haven't had Movie Patrol in months because of other projects, but trying to get into the swing of things, we'll have a better format and everything. But we had to talk about The Hobbit. Come on, it was The Hobbit. And plus, she likes to talk about The Hobbit.
I like talking about The Hobbit.
Yeah. Hold up the comic book. Go
That's
ahead.
cool. I'm stoked. This is also 3 parts, though.
Looky there.
Ta-da!
It's all pretty.
I found it at a comic show.
I found it at a comic show.
Did you find it?
Yeah.
You sure?
But he bought it.
Yeah. Oh.
Because I got it like that.
Oh, wow.
And she won.
She got it. She got me.
Marriage, folks. It's beautiful. But I want to thank Stevie B. Thank you for coming on the show.
You're welcome. Notice slowly infecting everything that Trexlight does.
That's right. This was Movie Patrol is being. It's still going to be on the Trexlight channel, but it's going to be branded underneath the Nerds of the Apocalypse, which is our podcast that Steve and I do, and Heather drops in just to come in with great one-liners. And but yeah, more Movie Patrol videos will be coming. You'll be seeing me and Stevie B and probably other guests as well talking about movies, just doing news, reviews, and anything we really want to talk about because we can, because we have access to the internet.
Haha.
And hopefully the movie troll when he gets back in town.
The Movie Troll, when he comes back, he will be back on the show as our permanent third. And I miss him.
Me too.
He's a great guy. But thank you all for watching. Again, I know it was kind of scatterbrained because we just randomly talked about The Hobbit. But final thoughts, Stevie B, on The Hobbit.
Good movie. Nah, I can't. I haven't read the book. Just watching it, I thought it was really good. Worth the $15.50 it costs for the damn ticket to the RPX.
I thought you said $16.50.
No, $15.50.
You owe me $1.
I used 50 cents. You gave me $15.
I gave you $6.
You gave me $16. So you.
I gave you 50 cents.
Wow. Okay. Anyway.
I feel like you guys already had this conversation.
No, we did. No, but I thought the movie was good. I mean, it definitely feels drawn out, stretched out on purpose, but I wasn't complaining too much. I like long movies, so.
Yeah, it's coming from the Star Wars guy.
I wish they were longer. What do you want?
That's what she said.
Wow. Okay.
Heather, your final thoughts.
It's really good. They did a really good job of it. Still, read the books. Just, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, don't read the Lord of the Rings books because then you're going to hate the movies. At least I did. But so far, Hobbit's been really true to the book. They've done a really good job. And I'm really excited to see the desolation of Smaug.
That's too much happy for violence.
I mean, poor Smaug.
No, it's still there.
I wonder if he talks. I can't tell in the book if he talks or not. To me, that would be weird to have the dragon talk.
Well, in the book, were there quotations? Did it say Smaug say?
I don't remember. like once upon a time, Smaug declared such and such. I was like, well, how did he say it?
He peed everywhere.
That's
That's how you declare
He
it.
whipped it out and popped it on the
wrote
gold. That's my gold now.
Wow, I was thinking fire. Maybe he wrote it in flames. That seems kind of intimidating. Just pissing on something.
Well, he pisses flames. He hasn't seen the doctor. All right, guys, we'll see you guys next time.